Hello, so here's what my thing is about today, and I had to shut my door because the kid's outside. I talk very fast, by the way, so I just want to talk about something that I realize is plaguing the relationships in human society, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm not going to say who or what did it, but we're just going to acknowledge out loud that we know that in this day and age in society, number one, nobody's being honest about the truth. Nobody's talking about the truth. Nobody's being honest about what's going on, about what they're happy with, what they're not happy with, who they are to themselves first. That's the part we need to discuss first and foremost is nobody's being truthful about who they are to themselves first. That's the problem that we have here, ladies and gentlemen. The problem that we're having is that there's no self-truth at all. But we'll get to that another time. Right now, what we're going to discuss in itself is, ladies, I'm sorry that I look at here. It's just because it's easier to look at myself because there's nobody here. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to take a step aside from you, okay? Because this is not a man's fault display of podcast or whatever you would call what I'm doing. This is called straight up truth. Because that's all I can give. Because where God is, the devil can't lie. And I'm not claiming to be God because I'm not in this reality. But I am. All there is. So listen. Gentlemen, I'm sorry that you've been lied to for eons. I'm sorry that you've been lied to in your relationships, by your parents, by your peers, by your teachers, by everybody you've ever known. I'm sorry you've been lied to. Ladies, take a deep breath. I know your mouth just dropped. You're thinking, man. Yes, please stop. Take a deep breath, okay? Take a chill pill. Because it's your fault and it's not your fault. Let me explain. Number one, gentlemen, put your nuts in your guts and stop acting like, oh my God, yeah, it's not our fault. Ugh, shush, please. It's everybody's fault to a certain point. But ladies, it's your fault from the jump, and I'm going to tell you why. You've been lying to yourselves and you've been lying to your partners because you don't know how to please yourselves. You don't know the truth about your bodies, and you haven't been honest. We only have nerve endings 2 to 2.5 inches into our vagina. With that being said, we also do not have nerve endings the way that everybody's making men think that we do. We give birth. When I pushed my son out, I did not shriek with orgasm and pleasure and delight because there's no nerve endings for pleasure and delight coming out of my vagina. There's a reason for that because I would never want to when I'm giving birth of my beautiful baby boy because I don't think like that with my baby boy. Enough said. See how the anger arises, cometh when I think like that? That's why. Because I get very violent when I think that someone's trying to make perversion out of my beautiful son or my daughter. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Okay. With that being said, ladies, it's your fault that your man's cheating because you haven't been honest with him and tell him that, baby, listen, we only have pressure in our vagina feeling. It feels like good with the pressure because you're here and we love you and it's just sexy. And if you're hitting our clitoris on the outside, like if your dick is big enough for you to be able to, on the outside, see how it hits both spots right there? Then, you feel me? Or if we ride you in the right way, you feel me? Or if we, like, you know what I'm saying? Which is what I prefer, like, you know what I mean? Whether on time, you know what I mean? Whatever. 18 and up, okay? Grown women, safe sex, great sex. Wrap it up before you slap it up. If you wrap it up before you slap it up, it's okay. You can't call me a hoe, it's alright. You feel me? Now let me tell you, skin on skin is sex to me. So in my job, it's easy for me to do my job because I wear rubbers. I don't play. You're not going to get to ride me raw. No way. It's not going to happen because you don't deserve to. You don't earn to. Okay? So let's get it correct. I'll be back with the second one to tell you the truth. I'm just playing. Let's get it out. It's been too long. We need to talk about it now. This ain't about getting likes. This is about telling the truth. Now listen, ladies, it's your fault because you weren't honest with him about your body. And I understand. Some of you might be embarrassed, which I understand. But that's no excuse to be a liar, to be blaming the opposite sex because you didn't want to be honest about yourselves, because you didn't know how to please yourself and make your own self, so you blamed him and acted like he wasn't good enough when really you're the one that's to blame. You're the one why he's cheating, because you don't like sex, because you weren't honest. He's cheating because you stopped fucking. But ladies, I understand you stop having sex in a relationship with men because you don't enjoy it. I know that because you're not honest with them about what your body feels like. Intercourse is nothing to us. If you're not eating us out, playing with us beforehand, getting us riled up, we don't want to fuck. There's no point. It's not fun. I'll be back with the reason why. Ladies, you owe men an apology. Gentlemen, I'm not going to make any excuses for, yeah, it's not your fault, but, no, there's no buts. You guys have been cheating because women haven't been having sex. They haven't been having sex because it's their fault because they haven't been honest. It's their fault because they don't know their bodies. It's their fault because nobody's telling you the truth. So there. Now that we are saying that, as of this point of you knowing that now you need to do foreplay. You need to please the outside of her body because that's what we get. We're not visually stimulated. We're physically, mentally, and verbally, and all of that. Because this is a machine right here, baby. This is a goddess. It takes turning on, revving up. You feel me? Get with it. I'll be back with more wisdom. Because it's not just sex. It's this whole life. You guys got to get with it.